Oh, hello, good morning. Oh, I gotta wash these glasses. They're filthy with face oils and whatnot. Good morning to you. Let's see, a little color correction point touching the face. Good morning to you. It's me, your friend Lou. Good morning, Vivian. I'm watching you watching me. Yeah, it's me, Lou. It's alternate side parking day. I'm here in the car, as always. I've moved the car from that side of the street to this side of the street, and due to the rules of this street, I'm required to be in this car for the next 25 minutes, during which I do a show where I talk to myself, and hopefully someone watches. Thank you for watching, however briefly or however long. It's always nice to not be alone in the car, so to speak. So, it is Tuesday, July 3rd, 2018, the year of our Lord, and I am sitting in the car. Yesterday was Ace's birthday. He turned 15. Kind of a subdued celebration. Summer birthdays are hard when you get a little older because no one's around, and that is the case for the most part this year. Now, in the past, Ace has had a very special birthday kind of celebration up until recently. His entire life, we used to go out to Milwaukee for her birthday. First, we'd go out for like a mid-June trip. Ace would have a birthday, celebrate Jody's dad's birthday, cousins' birthdays, whatnot. Then we'd come back here and go to Marblehead, Massachusetts, and there'd be another birthday party here, and then there'd be another birthday party here in the city, or some, when I say party, I mean a celebration of some variety. That's, as you get older, it's harder to pull all three birthday parties off. Meanwhile, poor Asher gets one birthday celebration. It's just, sibling nonsense. But, also by the time you have your second child, you learn not to go hog wild, having crazy birthdays all the time. The funny thing I think about, like, all the crazy birthdays that we did for Ace, like, I may have spoken about this before, but, Ace had a Knights of the Realm birthday, a pirate birthday, a rock star birthday, all these other stuff, and, like, all these themed birthdays, basically from Oriental Trading Company. Except for the night birthday. The night birthday, we did have like a giant inflatable dragon. I do think I bought from Oriental Trading, but we made all these like night costumes out of, I don't even know, like 50 I don't know, how the hell did we make those? I don't remember. It was like shower curtains, the hole cut through the top of your head, and then we made all these fake knight insignia, crests out of felt, and it was so involved. Well, the kids enjoyed it. Now, if you said, "Hey, remember that night birthday?" without photos, they would be like, "No." So it's kid birthdays below a certain age, don't go crazy. It is for you, I guess, for the most part. Man, I cannot get my... the problem with having extremely long eyelashes is that you just get eyelash oils all over your glasses when you start needing glasses. And it just becomes what used to be something to be proud of is now a curse. I just can't handle it. glasses back on. So, let me see. Is it going to show me? No, it's not. So anyway, it was his birthday. We went out and got some Dulsat Bim Bim Bap at this place called Insa, which is a Korean restaurant in Gowanus. And it was okay. It wasn't super great. But I did find out that they actually, at this restaurant, have a ton of sushi. No, that's not right. Karaoke. Different Japanese word. I'm slightly addled this morning. Because I was complaining that, almost all the karaoke joints are in Manhattan. And, they're scattered throughout the city, concentrated in Little Korea. But this place actually has, decent rooms with decent song choice and an updated song booklet. And I was pretty impressed. I mean, we didn't do karaoke. I will say I went into one room and I was kind of like, how are the benches in this room totally destroyed already? Whatever cheap couch covering they did on it was shredded. I was like, this is a little low rent, but the karaoke system, super cool. And just took a quick peek, and they did have my jams, so we may do it there instead of going all the way into the city, although going into the city is not a huge burden. We have trains here that go right to the city, right across the river. Technology. And good morning to you, Frank. Thank you for watching. I hope that I'm helping you get ready for the day, unless you're one of the people who's already been working for several hours already. If you are like me and live in New York City is hot as balls these days. It's, we've had I'm not complaining, because we've had quite a run of amazingly mild summer, in the 60s and the 70s, all the way up until now. Very few hot, humid days, and then on Sunday I think it was 100. I was like, oh my god. But we went to go see the baseball game. Oh my gosh, is Lisa Nashanian watching all the way from Korea? Wow, that is good morning to you, or good afternoon to you, because it's there. Say hello to Mike Tooney for me. I hope you're doing some sort of super fun video game event out there in Korea. I am Trey Jelly. But I'm dying to know what you're working on. But yeah, anyway, so it was super hot. We were driving. We went to a 5-year-old's birthday party. Also a mega jam. If you saw the picture of me with the being in Montclair, New Jersey, with the unicorn spraying water out of its horn, that's where I was, in Montclair. Now, the interesting thing about that unicorn, right? So it was my cousin Flora's birthday, and my cousin David and his wife Jess live out in New Jersey, and they had a good morning, Andy D. They had, they have a backyard, and they had a pool and whatever, and I guess they had gone to Walmart or whatever mega box store to buy sprinklers, but because of the impending heat, they had all been sold out, except there was one open box sprinkler left, and it was this enormous inflatable unicorn, where you fill the legs with water to hold it in place, and then it has a place where you attach a hose and water shoots out of the horn. I applaud them for buying it. I don't know if I would have bought it out of desperation, or if I would have not bought it out of stubbornness. But it was actually a pretty functional sprinkler, and because the horn was so up off the ground, you don't have to worry about kids doing dumb shit to it. Now later, someone put down one of those sprinklers that goes which I don't understand how it does that with no motor, on some sort of water magic. But I was having fucking crazy OCD, because the kids would be like, the kids kept grabbing that sprinkler and then trying to like ratchet the water in the direction they wanted it to go, or like they didn't want it to. It would be like, you know, because it goes down like this, then it goes back up, and they would just always want it to be up. And there's probably a way to do that, but it just drove me bananas watching these kids like wrench, and be like, you know, the water spring up and down, and then it would slowly start to go back into what it was built to do, which is water the lawn in multiple directions. And they would like run back and be like crank. You could see it sort of like hitting its different points, and they're wrenching it around. And I was like literally like, why is no one restraining the children? I don't know what that reaction was about, but it drove me bananas. Those children should not be allowed to do what they want. Also, children deserve shit. But yeah, maybe I was thinking about detentions and how there are children who are in cages who can't fuck with a sprinkler. I doubt that severely. That's what I was thinking about. But yeah, so it, like I said, it was hot. Then we went to the Cyclones game. Now the Cyclones game was a last minute thing. I bought tickets the night before to go because they were having a fireworks night, and we got there, and I don't know how these minor league teams make money. I mean, there were a lot of people there. It wasn't sold out, but they gave away these free Coney Island jerseys. They were like not shit quality. They were like pretty nice. So I would have liked a larger size, but gift horse, etc. And then what else did they give away? Oh, I didn't get one because you needed to be in a group of 15 or more. But if you have 15 or more people, they give everybody a hat for free. And then they're throwing in T-shirts and whatever. There was a medieval display, medieval times cross promotion happening. They are giving away tons of medieval times tickets. I have been once, and I think once is the maximum amount of time that anyone would want to see medieval times. But certainly there are weirdos out there. Sorry, I don't mean to judge. I did, but I didn't mean to. Anyway, but it was on the drive there, it was 100 degrees. But because the Cyclone Stadium was situated right on the ocean, this insanely cool breeze kept wafting back over us. So it was like very refreshing afternoon out. Now, the fireworks. I don't know if you've ever been to a baseball game where there are fireworks. Especially in the days of the days are longer, summer, blah, blah, blah. It's, they had the game ended, and then they made us wait for like 45 minutes. And to add insult to injury, they have the thing where like they let the kids run the bases, right? They made the kids wait for the fireworks to run until the fireworks were over to run the bases. But while they were doing that, they like the CEO or general manager of the stadium or the Cyclones came out and sang for like 30 to 45 minutes. And it was just sort of like, they call him the king of karaoke, and he's like sang, garbage songs that everybody knows. And I was just like, oh, when is this going to end? And then the fireworks went off, and it was an okay fireworks display. Check my Instagram for some fireworks video. Like, share, subscribe. Am I right, people? All right. But then the lights came back on, and then they let everyone run the bases. And they had been like, kids only, kids only, kids only, so I didn't go on the field. And then, of course, there were all these parents on the field. And I was like, what? I would have liked to have taken photos up from the field. I'm too much of a rule follower, I'm just, I follow the rules. Within reason. Some rules were meant to be broken. Sodomy laws, am I right, folks? Boo on sodomy laws. You know, it's like that should be an amendment above the right to bear arms, you ask me. Right to sodomy. Thank you for your support. Thank you. I appreciate your reaction emoji. Thumbs up for me. Oh, Andy D, I'm glad that you agree. Thank you. Frank or Andy, would you like to come and chat with me for 10 minutes on the stream? Indicate so if you would. But whatchamacallit? Oh, I was gonna say something, but I cannot recall. Again, I am addled due to lack of sleep. And so here's the thing. Last night, I knew I had to get up early, and I was tired. There was like some aimless energy where I just didn't want to lay down. What do you do? I guess you could lie down, but then I find that my mind races. And I don't like that at all. Oh, look at that. This, a neighbor is walking by with their child. It's adorable. Anyway. So, good morning. Yeah, see? Told you. That person knew me. I mean, I could have said good morning to a stranger, and they could have said what's up. But, they might have also been like, what do you want? Because it's New York. But, oh, in other news, I started playing Fallout New Las Vegas about a week ago, and it's a lot of fun. I had never played it, and people consider it the best in the series. Can't say that I feel that way yet, and you know, I'm playing it on a kind of outdated, no, not outdated, but underpowered PC laptop that I bought that's got more of like a tablet function than it is like a gaming computer. So, you know, it's not necessarily giving me the best distance recognition. Like a lot of times I can't see anything, but my Pip-Boy, if I hit my Pip-Boy for targeting, it will be like and show me someone who's like really far away. And I think that that's mostly due to the fact that my graphics card can't render that far into the distance. But you know, if I ever get another job, I will buy maybe a like a kick-ass gaming laptop, because that's what I need in my life, right? I get so tired of people who are being like, you need savings, you need a nest egg, an emergency slush fund. People are just naysayers. They don't like to party. They don't like to sit at their kitchen counter playing a video game until they, you know, have stiffened up, and you need some sort of physical therapy to not be in pain all the time. Fuddy-duddies, that's what I say. Fuddiest of duddies. But yeah, it's fun. It's been fun so far. I just went into Vault 22, which is for those of you who don't know, Fallout is a post-apocalyptic RPG. It's just fun. And the idea is that you were in suspended animation in a vault for all this time. When you come out, you discover how just fucked up life is. But this game, you're already aware of how fucked up it is, and you were a courier, and someone tried to kill you, but they didn't. Much like the movie Payback, starring Mel Gibson. A fantastic film, if you ask me. And not the director's weird recut where they used the shootout at the train station that was not in the original release. Anyway, yeah, so it's been fun. It's been fun. I was just in Vault 22, which people have been doing experiments. A lot of the problems with the vaults, this is not a spoiler, is that the Vault Tech company that made the vaults that were supposed to keep humanity alive during a nuclear war were also using the vaults to do experiments, both psychological and physical, on people. And so It's more in, so far as I've discovered it, more in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. There were more direct references to, like, seeing what it's like if you make everyone in the vault addicted to drugs, or retro future drugs. So it's not like coke or heroin or whatever. It's like Jet or Psycho. These, it reminds me of this episode of Sliders. I don't know if you're familiar with this show, Sliders, which was like on TBS or USA or something like that, about people who are sliding from dimension, Earth dimension to Earth dimension. I don't remember the mechanism of how they did it, but there was an episode I saw where it was an Earth where everyone wears an armband, and then the arm, or like some sort of arm contraption, and that is actually like a way to introduce drugs into your system. And there's a hugely chemically controlled society where people are like, I want to sleep now, and they're like, oh, and this one sort of like nefarious person doesn't like the Sliders and wants them to be killed, so he gives this banned drug to his security person, who then becomes a murderous agent of destruction. But yes, it could be like that. Now, I've been trying. Sometimes you have an idea. You're not qualified enough to do it yourself. But I used to try to convince my friend Dino that we should make a show called Suiciders, which was about people who travel from alternate Earth dimension to alternate Earth dimension. But to do the actual sliding, you had to kill yourself. And you had to trust in the guy who was leading the expedition, that by killing yourself, you weren't actually just going to die, but that you were actually going to suicide to the next dimension. I think that might have been a dangerous premise to put out there, but now we'll never know. So I'm not going to make that show. There are other shows I think we should make for real, but Suiciders, not one of the better prospects. I still think it's a really weird idea, but instead of Quantum Leap, it'd be Quantum Leap to your death, but then you survive and go into a next adventure. But if someone else kills you, it's not a suicide, so you have to kill yourself. I can see an episode where someone gets shot and they have to sort of give the person something to cut their own wrist, even though they've been shot, so that to try to trick whatever mechanism is doing the suiciding for them. Because if you die not by your own hand, you die in real life. This is a great idea, I'm telling you. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah, the other idea is the Samurai Time Boner, which was about a samurai who comes to modern times and has to be a Ronin here in New York City. These are both great ideas. TM. So don't steal them, is what I'm saying. I know I can trust you. Anyway, it's now the legal obligated time limit for me to be in the car, so I'm going to get out of the car and go upstairs, because now I got to take Asher to basketball. Whee! I look forward to the days when Asher can say that you can't fake the funk on his nasty dunk. Because I believe he is going to sky on fools. He is going to literally fly into the clouds, appear in a lens flare, disappear into it, and then reappear as a shadow, ever increasing, as he returns to Earth to slam a jamma. All right, that's going to do it for me. Good morning, and everybody. Ugh. Bleh. Good morning to you, everyone who has watched, and everyone who will watch in the future on the multiple media outlets for which I provide this. All right. See you later. Oh, we'll see you at 5-ish, probably. Yeah. Tune back in.